Welcome back. Lisa Jean here with the cleansing and refreshing topic of cleaning and sanitizing. This lesson covers the topics of cleaning and sanitizing, detergents, which is integral to cleaning and sanitizing, and trash disposal, which is critical for the elimination of results of cleansing and sanitizing and removal of other products which are no longer beneficial. Keeping your establishment clean and hygienic is not only the law, that's spelled with an L-A-W. You ever bumped into that for a speeding ticket or something? It is also good for business, you know. Keeping things clean can improve reputation, make employees and customers feel better. What's that smell, Marge? Help to avoid legal problems. When considering the cleanliness of an establishment, one must consider potential hazards such as biological contamination, cross-contamination, physical contamination, and pests. And here we're talking about pests other than your employees and customers. But each is a very distinct category to be addressed separately. Biological contamination. For example, cutting boards for cutting meats are not cleaned properly and allowed to sit for long periods of time. Another employee then cuts new meat on the same board that is now covered in harmful bacteria. This new meat is now contaminated and hazardous to human health. You need to put one of those skull and crossbones on it, you know. Someone gets the steak, look down, has skull and crossbones on it. Cross-contamination. For example, an employee wearing rubber boots walks through the butchering area and into the refrigerator without washing off his boots. I guess it could be her boots. You know, hopefully pink. In the refrigerator, today's shipment of vegetables has been dropped off, and his boots, or her boots, rub against a sack of papas sitting on the bottom of the rack. These potatoes are now contaminated, you know, and should be branded, you know, with one of those skull and crossbone things. Physical contamination. Yeah. See, I guess that could mean, you know, all these senators and producers and, you know, attempted physical contamination of, you know, women's rights. Anyway, for example, garbage collection has been neglected and the bags are now too full to close completely. And well, what happens next? When the bags are finally pulled from their bins, trash probably will fall out and come, well, I don't know if it come in contact with food, but contact, you know, it's not good to have there, which becomes contaminated, hazardous humans, pests, unclean areas, and exposed foods attract pests. Well, they're just hungry, you know, so let them go look somewhere else. You can only sanitize something after it's been cleaned. You know, okay, do you go out there and wax your car and not wash it first? Well, you have a horrible mess, you know. Wash the shit out of it first, then wax it. Clean something is to remove from it such things, grease, dirt, dead flies, whatever. Sanitizing is taking already clean items and trying, hopefully successfully, to kill pathogenic and spoilage organisms that may be present by means of heat or chemicals. You need to make sure to change out dirty water for clean water. I don't know how many times you go in there and, the water in their three compartment sink looks muddy. Good grief. Not accomplishing anything, and whenever it starts to look dirty, change it. Because dirty water or water soiled with organic material, the disinfectant has become eliminated from doing its job on other organic material, and there's no more disinfectant left for the new organic material. Can affect the effectiveness of sanitizers. Three-step process. Texas three-step. Clean, rinse, sanitize. This would be the restaurant three-step. The act of cleaning items can come in several forms. Machines such as dishwashers may be used in place of manual labor. Temperature of the fresh hot water sanitizing rinse in a dishwasher must be between 180 and 194. Dishwashers usually have a max temp thermometer inside where you can tell, you take dishes out, you can glance at it and see if the rinse temp was in fact 180 to 194. And if not, well, redo it and figure out the problem and fix it. Some systems, such as margarita machines, of course it can't be moved easily, so clean it in place. Maximum temperature 194 does not apply to wand type, wand held, or other spraying devices, I guess like a car wash, used for cleaning clean in place cleaning and sanitizing. Properly prepared department. Well, I guess three departments are used to clean, sanitize items that will fit in them. Well, yes, if you feel like washing, rinsing, and sanitizing yourself, sure. Well, I'm 150, I couldn't even fit in there. Okay. Dishwashing. Food operations have the choice to machine wash dishes or wash them by hand. It'll depend on the size of the business, Some operations use a combination of both. The establishment uses dishwashing machines. There are a few rules. Hey, there's always a few rules. Rules are good because things get done right. That we must adhere to. If the machine is using hot water to sanitize, the water temperature must be at least 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Third washer with a final rinse of 180 degrees to 194. The water temperature is too cool, it will not sanitize, whereas if the water temperature is too hot, it could, bake on any renegade food particles of those plates. Okay. Swimming dishwasher, ensure temp gauge is built in. There are, but make sure no one stole it or something. Check temperature often. Well, how about whenever you take the dishes out? Ensure the machine is not overloaded. Dishwasher can't do its job. Dry items in machine or on rack, usually convenience. Open the door, let them dry there. Cleaning versus sanitizing. Cleaning is the process of removing surface dirt and organic material, whatever else is there. Sanitizing is the process of decreasing pathogens. Two totally different issues. Sanitizing is defined by the food code. This is probably in TFER somewhere. I can't imagine it not be. Cumulative heat or chemicals to clean food contact areas. Create a 99.99% reduction. 5 log, that's a huge reduction in pathogens of public health importance. Sanitizing can be accomplished by using chemicals, heat, or steam. Steam uses a temperature 200 degrees F for at least 5 minutes. I'm amazed they didn't say 15 minutes. Sanitization and sterilization is not the same. Sterilization involves destruction of all, not 99.999 and not 100.00. Water temp must be 171 F from 77 degrees C to a scientist. Temp items and surfaces must be soaked for at least 30 seconds. Makes sense. 15 seconds we won't cut it, because it has to go through stuff. Sanitizer effectiveness. Some of the factors that influence sanitizer effectiveness. And concentration. Well, how much put in there? Temperature. The warmer the water, less sanitizer you will need. Water hardness. That will have an effect on the sanitizer's ability to join in combination with the water molecules. Contact time. It takes time for it to do its job. And pH. pH is vastly important in everything in this world, but how many people know that? Now, chlorine sanitization, which is practically all I've ever used. Milligrams per liter, which is measurement of concentration. If the pH is 10 or less, or if pH is 8 or less. 25 to 40. I got first. It's recommended 50 to 100, but if you're using 25 to 49, minimum temperature would be 120 degrees. Now, if it's 50 to 99, which is the recommended range, pH 10 or less, 100 degrees. pH 8 to 75, which is basically lukewarm water, which is probably what you're going to have at least after 10 seconds. That's why that range is recommended. And if you use 100 milligrams per liter, pH 10, it could be 55 degrees, which is basically very cool. You see how temperature affects the amount of concentration that we use for sanitizing. Clean and sanitize. Food premises must be kept clean. Hopefully the employees as well. Surfaces that come in contact with food or hands must be cleaned and sanitized often. You're going to pick up things walking around grabbing things. Employees should clean and sanitize food contact surfaces. before using the equipment. You don't just run over and grab a pot, start pouring stuff in it. Clean, rinse, sanitize when switching from one type of food to the other. Come on now, cross contamination as often as possible during the shift. You should be vigilant. This is critical public health safety factor, and at least 4 hours of something in constant use. And something in constant use is, boy, gonna get dirty in 4 hours. Immediately after use, so whatever there is grow at the end of the shift, so people coming on, won't bitch at you, I need to clean that up. At the beginning of a shift, each item is used, Each time you use this, clean, rinse, sanitize. When to clean and sanitize? Well, when it's dirty, surfaces or items must be sanitized after every use. When changing the food type being used on them. When changing to DCS food to non. Anytime the current task gets interrupted, and after 4 hours of constant use. In other words, something you have to stay on top of, neglect. General facility cleaning and cleaning the establishment. There's general things to keep in mind. We never want to use food cloths for anything other than food. I mean, it'd be all grody, just food only. As this poses a great cross-contamination risk and could pick up something that you won't be able to get out of it. There are also different uses for wet cloths and dry cloths. Wet cloths should always be stored in a sanitizer solution. That is changed often, at least every shift. Food managers should always ensure that food cloths used on raw poultry, meat, or eggs are kept totally separate from all other foods. This is commonly ignored, but it shouldn't. Most restaurants will have a big bucket, of sanitized rags, and you have one side, old rags, headed to the laundry. Do it right, 5-gallon buckets. General facility clean. In the event that a guest or employee becomes physically ill on the job, we must act quickly. In the unfortunate event that someone upchucks in the establishment, we must clean it up immediately by following proper cleaning protocol. Don't forget that face mask when doing this. Acting fast here is the key. This stuff is now airborne. The longer it sits there, there's more airborne. Norovirus can spread very fast and it takes very little to kill somebody. Like I said before, that happens in the serving area. Emergency plans go into action. Waiters receive the tables surrounding the affected table. The guests at that table must be reseated, of course. Then an employee donning face mask, gloves, thoroughly cleans it up, then Lysol the shit out of it. Hey, look at this, okay? Now that's what I like the restaurant to look like. See how clean and shiny everything is? Beautiful. Look about it. Types of cleaners. There are many types of cleaners to choose from within the food operation. All cleaners must be non-corrosive. After about 10 cleaning, it eats a hole in the bottom table. Chemically stable, and safe for kitchen-related use. Most types of cleaners are considered to be detergents, degreasers, delimers, or abrasive cleaners. Each with their intended purpose, and should be only used with its intended purpose. Again, determining the purpose you need the cleaner for will help you choose the proper one. Exactly what am I going to do So, okay, find the exact cleaner for that job. Generally be purchased from peer approved reputable suppliers and follow the instructions on the bottle. Whatever. Master cleaning schedule. Master cleaning schedule describes when and how different items and areas should be cleaned and who's assigned to do the cleaning. You know? So, when your employees march in, you hold muster, one of the first things you go over is the master cleaning schedule, the daily assignments, and recall of yesterday's horror stories. Items or areas to be cleaned. Okay. What, where, frequency, how often, method of cleaning. Every, even how simple should be in writing. So when you're doing training, you have something to read when describing the training for this task. It's a lot better than shooting from the hip. We got a piece of paper to read. Okay, to clean this property, blah 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 blah. It's already been well thought out. And that's probably the best thing to say to them. Employees involved and the name of the person responsible for checking that the cleaning is done. Usually that's you. Watch this like you have to watch everything else. Master cleaning schedule. Once the cleaning program has been created, the next step is to train all staff. Has to be a scheduled thing, and you also have to have reoccurrent training, because they've been drunk high on water all in the meantime. On the expectations and proper cleaning methods. It is imperative that all employees are fully aware of their assigned duty. You can't expect them to do it if they don't know about it. Train all staff on proper cleaning protocol. This just has to be one of those assigned things. I don't think that this should be done in initial training because they're already being loaded with a lot of stuff, but in another scheduled training, go over topics such as cleaning. Constantly monitor staff cleaning procedure. It's up to you to make sure it's done. Well, if he didn't do it, it's his fault. No, it's your fault. You're the manager. Reinforce and retrain when issues exist. You did this wrong. Okay, let me show you again how to do it properly. Get it? Master clean. It is the job of the food manager to ensure that there is a master cleaning schedule. This nice chalkboard thing that you used to see everywhere. And schedule in place for the operation. Break room. Or usually there's some kind of common vestibule that in restaurants. Not restaurants other than McDonald's and all that crap. Employees must be trained on proper cleaning practices as well as made aware cleaning schedule and their specific roles. Okay, today I got to do this, and I have to do this. Okay, you're doing other things, but okay, got time to do this. Well, go do this. Master cleaning schedule must be clear and concise. I mean, that can't be confusing. Do I do this or that? Monitor daily by management. It's still responsible for it. Displayed in an easily accessible location. That's kind of vestibule that seems to separate employee areas from serving areas in a restaurant. Retrain periodically. It should be retrained periodically, needed or not. Because how are you going to know if it's needed? Daily cleaning includes surfaces, trays, storage shelves to be cleaned and sanitized daily. Well, that takes time and effort, but it gets the job done. That's where it should be stored, upside down, like flatware with the handles up to prevent contamination. Trays and carts used for food service must also clean and sanitize daily. They've had food splashed on them, Remove all loose dirt and baked on surfaces. Wash the surface, hot water, and appropriate detergent, the appropriate equipment. Rinse with clean water. Use a chemical or thermal. Sanitize. Sanitize let. I've never seen that word before. The air dry. Choosing a detergent. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Some factors to consider when selecting a detergent are type of surface of the soil to be removed, pH of the water supply. I mean, this is, beyond employee control, but it's something, management has to do initially, have the water tested so they'll know the concentration, help aid in the calculations of sanitizing cleaning solutions used at that location. Requirements and recommendations for the use of the cleaning equipment in your workplace. Detergents. Look at those beautiful bottles. Not a single one of them labeled. Come on. Detergents are the main chemicals used in cleaning. They help dissolve grease and remove dirt when used with hot water and imaging. Something you have to motivated employees, doesn't often, come off the shelf that way. Detergents may also kill some disease-causing organisms. Well, if it washes all the crap off, that's probably where it is. Since some microorganisms can survive the cleaning process, they're good. Bacteria is a survivor. If there's any survivor, we're taught in micro, when everything else on the planet's gone, there will still be bacteria. Needed to sanitize after they've been cleaned. Following influence the effectiveness of the detergent: water temperature, energy applied, length and frequency of treatment, the big ones, but of course there's other issues. pH, water hardness, chemical sanitizers. You gotta know this like your first name, you're a food manager. Chlorine, 50 to 100. Just when you take your test strip, write the time and date on it, and dip it in there for 15 seconds. If it's between, the little chart on the side of the bottle, if it's between 50 and 100, it's good enough. Effective against most microorganisms, and it's cheap, dirt cheap. Iodine, 12.525. But thing about iodine, it can stain a lot of metals, silver and copper. So that's why chlorine is usually used. Quaternary ammonia, quats. I guess they do the squats, which is why they call them quats. I don't know. Must have a water temperature of at least 75 degrees. Used according to labeling. Well, someone took the trouble to write it there for a reason. It should never be mixed with other sanitizers or chemical. Could create a chemical reaction that blow you and that restaurant up. I think it's a chemical. Trust me, I know. Rinsing and air drying. Dishes must be rinsed and clean and clear water around it. What good does it do to rinse the dish in dirty water? After washing and before sanitizing, remove detergents that could interfere with sanitizing. That's the main point of rinsing, get the dirt and remaining stuff off so it can be sanitized. Rinse dishes after sanitizing, right? Just ruin the whole game plan. Dishes that have been sanitized, be allowed to air dry, and reason being, as the water evaporates, it'll take a lot of the remaining sanitizer with it. Available for manually washing, rinsing, sanitizing utensils and equipment. Stuff that gets used all the time. Sanitize all surfaces that could possibly come in contact with food. Hands properly washed at all times. You gotta watch them like a hawk when they come in. And pass the hand wash sink. Does it get used? Yes, no. Take corrective action. Hand contact surfaces such as faucets, handles, switches, pins, foam. Usually ignored, but at beginning of shift, end of shift clean off the, wash, rinse, sanitize the foam. That's, it'll help. I guess, well, you could go, well, I guess pins that are attached to the clipboard, they would be a good candidate to clean and sanitize. Any tables that get used for the lovely task of food preparation. Containers, cutting boards, these are, that has to be done. Employees must be taught how to use cleaning supplies properly. Their ingenuity can totally amaze you. Where in the hell did you get that idea from? The instructions are all cleaning material, not to mix chemicals. Rinse items thoroughly. I use fresh sanitizer. Take care of it. Cleaning supplies, take care of them, then they will be effective in doing the job. Supply storage and cleaning tools. Okay, brooms, mop bucket, utility sinks. Cleaning solution, hooks to hang stuff on. The cleaning closet. Bright lightning so you can see what you're doing. Floor drains, and always recommend 2 sets of brooms, mop buckets, color coded, so that you don't go clean the restroom and then come back and clean the kitchen. If you're gonna go clean the restroom and dining area, you know what color stuff to take with you. If you're working in the kitchen, you know what stuff to pull out of the closet. Supply storage. All supplies and tools should be kept totally separate areas, right? Usually in the closet. Away from food-related items such as prep, cooking. Storage areas should be neat, well spacious. You can't let them get all grimy and grody. Things can have a designated place that's easy to see and navigate. Proper storage room should have its own utility sink. Nowadays are pretty much, on the floor type things. Well as a floor drain, because you splash water everywhere. Chemical use in storage is very important. Cleaning and sanitizing chemicals within the operation is stored correctly. Parameters for proper chemical storage are below. Chemicals must be kept totally separate from food areas. Best way to keep it from getting into it is to not even have it in the room with it. Chemicals must be stored in their original container with instructions. You can't just pour it in a bottle. Next person, what's this? Chemicals should be separated from food areas by a wall or partition. Chemicals must be tightly covered with lids at all times. Only approved and necessary chemicals. Okay, just find something, clean it. Trash disposal has to be done properly and regularly, or it creates pest problems, odor problems, all kind of problems. Food waste and other trash can become a source of bacterial and physical contamination and attracts pests because they're flying around, crawling around, hungry and crap if not properly disposed of. Inside the premise, trash containers must be within easy reach, but not close to tables or whatever. They could cause contamination. Trash containers must have a disposal liner well, tight fitting lid. If possible, foot operated containers the best. They don't have to touch anything. Containers should be emptied into the outside trash receptacle regularly throughout the day whenever the liner is never full and at the end of each shift. Containers and their lids should be washed at the end of every day. Also, garbage and trash cannot be allowed to remain inside the food establishment overnight. You come back to work with odors and you got pests, have their blow torches out trying to get into it. The liner should always be tied securely for taking it out the trash station, so that none of it gets out of there. And plus, when you put it in the dumpster, it doesn't get into the dumpster, cause problems there. Protect contents from scavenging animals and coyotes, the four-legged ones running around in the alley. All trash stations, dumpsters, and recycling centers must be kept clean, it can get horribly nasty quick. Regular collections should be made as well. Thank you for listening to the lecture. Hope it was meaningful and entertaining. I'll holler at you.